proceedings. Let's see. Round two. Start that one.
Come on over, Richard. How are you?
Good.
First. We'll do that. So where are you working right now?
I'm just doing my side thing.
You said in the one message to us that you were traveling. What are you doing?
Lighting. Construction.
Lighting construction? Okay. So you're gonna have to make payments on your own unless you're on a payroll and make them a full. So we'll set you up to make those payments. Hey, do you want to transfer Jamie through? Thank you. You'll put her on speakerphone. Bring your keys.
I make my payments.
Huh?
I make my payments every month.
We haven't had payments since June.
You haven't.
Hi, Jamie.
Hello.
Hi, Jamie. It's Sandy Harrison. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. So I'm just bringing the account up right now. I'm in here with Richard. So I'm just gonna bring up the account, look at it.
Yeah, so actually he has been paying me, with the bad weather we had and everything, I was unable to make it up to the courthouse to actually write it off from what he was been giving me.
Okay.
So I mean, I will be in tomorrow to write off, the amount that from what he's been giving me, so.
Okay, so I'm gonna let you guys know right now, you need to pay through friend of the court, no more direct payments, okay?
We're gonna opt out.
You can't opt out.
Yeah, we can.
No, you can't.
What are you talking about? It's my right to opt out of.
Richard, no, you can't because Medicaid's being received.
You can still get your Medicaid, but I can. She can.
No, that's not opting out of friend of the court. So what did you say? Jamie, you know what, Richard, if this is how it's gonna be, I'm just gonna continue before referee. Okay, because I'm not gonna do this with you today. You can't sit here and tell me you've been making payments when we see nothing through this.
I pay her every 2 weeks.
Don't pay directly. You're not ordered to pay her directly. You're ordered to pay through us.
Well, I'm not coming up here and paying. I work from the time you guys open to the time you guys close. How do I make a payment? I'm not going to Dollar General. I'm not.
Argument is fine. We'll continue doing it that way. But the cash that he's already given me, can I come tomorrow?
Yeah, you can do it. How much did he pay you directly?
He's been paying me, so it's like $1,000 that I have to write off.
So it's more than he owes you right now.
Oh, so he's been giving me more, yeah, so then
Yeah.
maybe.
No, I'm just
Have to
square,
wait right
Jamie.
now. I know I can't write off the medical, but.
Right, you can't write off the medical, cause that's what
Yeah.
the state, and you guys can't opt out of front of the court because of the medical. So
Yeah, we're not opting out.
Yeah,
I mean,
the
he's
only
arguing
way,
for no reason. It's just, his what he's giving me is gonna be all written off tomorrow, and then going forward, it'll be made through the front of court.
yeah, he owes you through February $731.88.
Okay,
And let me see if there's childcare owed. No, just child support, $731.88. So if you come in and credit that off, I'll just set aside the show cost today, and then starting in, February, I need you to pay through us, and I need you to pay $241 a month on Jamie's case.
She lowered it down to 175. I'm not
No,
paying
it's
240.
okay, I'm not gonna do this with you.
She lowered it.
Go back to the
I'll just leave. Are you kidding me?
No, you're not understanding what
I've been paying for 15 years.
Okay, Janie, I'm gonna continue you guys with a referee, okay?
That's fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, I'm
Yeah.
on hold.
You're wasting my time.
You're wasting our time right now because you're
I've
not
been
following
paying
the
for
court order.
15 years.
Go back in the lobby, you're gonna get a bench warrant. I'm not gonna do this with you today. I'm not doing it.
I owe $0 and she's gonna talk to me like that. You guys are seeing this firsthand.
You'll start getting that. If you, or do you know if you paid, looks like he's paid 5. So the next payment that you'll see will be sometime next week. But that might still be for like the $50 something. But after that, it does take a little bit, but it did go for January, so he does owe almost $200.
This will bring it down to the unit for child support, right?
Because that's not the whole
See that right over the wall.
So he is a little bit balances.
Yeah, I'll have to watch a little bit too, so, yeah. But one button, like,
Right.
there's a lot of people probably.
Yes, we do those all the time, so yeah.
Well, thank you very much. Ladies, have a nice day.
Sometimes they quicker. Hopefully this one.
Thank you.
We'll do that.
You too. Okay.
Yeah. Act like you got some authority. Fuck out of here.
You don't know at all.
Must see.
What was this, Rob? transfer you back into that hearing. Yeah. Sorry. No, you're fine. This is Jamie Brown's taking that hearing. I believe you said you did one or the other. So, I don't know exactly now. I'm not sure about it. But, she's, so I think Ron's taking that, but I'm just gonna check. Okay. Thank you. She didn't want that passed on to the board. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So rather than leave her stranded, I was like, okay. So, I get it. You know, sometimes it's like, wait, then I'm gonna have to start all over with somebody. Right. Right. Well, for me, I was like, he was here, but we didn't know. But I still had to take my whole lunch because I needed to go to, eat something. I think they had to have one. So.
Hello, who's on the phone?
Jamie, good.
Okay, please, both of you raise your hand to be sworn. You swear and affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
Yes.
Sir, your name and address for the record, please.
Richard Jacobs, 1718 Whipple Street, Port Huron, Michigan, 48060.
And ma'am, your name and address, please.
Jamie Osgood, 1912 12th Street, Fort Huron, Michigan.
My name is Referee Caskey. I'm an attorney referee with Cunt Court. We're recording all these proceedings today via audio and video. That means we're on the record today with those things that we talk about. This matter has been placed before me today based upon the fact that apparently Mr. Jacobs had some problems with Ms. Erickson and with the law. So what we're here today is for a show cause hearing for failure to pay child support. You're not paying support as you're ordered to do so, Mr. Jacobs. You're ordered to pay $191 a month. Looks like you owe Medicaid and support. Is the minor child or children receiving Medicaid now, ma'am?
Yeah, yeah,
And that's Julian, right?
yep.
Okay.
I had told, and I apologize, is her name Mrs. Erickson?
Yes.
Okay. I had told her, Jake has been giving me cash. She already informed us we can no longer continue doing that. I did already tell her that tomorrow I will be in. Jake has given me, already over the rearages he owes. Just due to the weather, and where I work, I was unable to actually make it to the courthouse before this hearing to write off the portion that was given to me. So, I mean, I will be in tomorrow, and then going forward, I mean, from what we, she informed us that we can no longer do that, we won't do that no more, but I do have to still write off the portion that was given to me.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that you can't do it, but the reality is you're ordered to pay through the court. What people try to do is pay directly and do what's called defrauding Medicaid. And quite frankly, from my perspective, sir, I don't want you to get in trouble by trying to, even inadvertently. I know you're not trying to. I get that. Most people
I
do
get
not.
my kid, I give her cash.
Sir, what I'm letting you know right now is people do it inadvertently, and it happens all the time. And I have to look at people and say, unfortunately, you're ordered to pay through the court. And that's the way it's gotta happen, because what happens is you get this big Medicaid bonus, or I'm sorry, balance bonus, I wish, right? And by the time the child's 18, you're staring 4 or 5 grand in the face of Medicaid arrearage, and the state doesn't allow, it just doesn't allow that to happen.
Yeah, and we're definitely not trying to do that. I mean, we co-parent very well outside
I get it.
court, so that's
I'm sure you
why
do.
we were doing it that way. I mean, I know for a fact he doesn't want to be stuck with a bunch of Medicaid. I can't write it off, I'm aware of that,
Well,
so.
and I just get nervous for people sometimes, because what happens is the state starts looking at this more closely, and the next thing you know is you're getting the love letter from the Attorney General with potential charges related to Medicaid fraud, and you're saying, wait, I've been paying her directly, I didn't know this was supposed to happen this way, and I don't need
That's a
anybody
law I
to
didn't
get,
understand.
I don't need to get anybody, I don't want anybody to be in trouble, especially if you're effectively co-parenting.
I'm a great dad.
I get it. Yeah, sir, I'm not here to talk about whether you're a great dad
I
or
know,
not.
but
This
it's money,
for me
it's
is
money. I
limited
know.
to whether
For sure.
we're paying or not, and how's it happening.
And I do.
Are you working?
Yes.
Who do you work for?
What's up?
Okay.
I'm-
So being self-employed, you have to kind of make
Yep.
the extra effort to actually pay through the state.
And also I travel with my work,
Okay.
and I'm gone 2 weeks at a time. And I do know there's options
So you can
like
pay online.
Yeah.
You know, you can pay online, you can pay via the.
Dollar General,
Via Dollar
Kroger.
General, but you gotta have a specific, do you have a specific location where you
No.
wanna pay? What's close
Well,
to your house? Dollar
Kroger.
General, CVS?
Kroger would be
I don't
awesome.
think Kroger's one of them.
No,
Kroger's not one of the spots. It's
Dollar.
Dollar General, CVS, and 7-Eleven. Although,
Dollar General would
Do-
work.
what's the closest Dollar General to you?
North, well, 24th Street, I'm on, yeah, I'd probably go to that one.
Oh, is it Dollar General or Family Dollar?
Family Dollar's close to me too, actually.
Here's what I'm gonna have you do. When we're done with this hearing, I'm gonna have you go back to the counter, because you got 2 hearings in a row. We'll
Yeah.
go with both of them, but the other one doesn't start for another 5 minutes, okay? But when you're done, I'm gonna have you go back up to the counter. You're gonna get information from them about which one. You gotta have a specific barcode card
Okay.
for that location.
And you have to
And then
pay
you
there.
just walk into that location, they scan it, you pay right there.
And I can pay at 9 o'clock at night, like when I
Yeah,
get home.
whenever. I don't care when you pay, as
Right.
long as it's paid.
Right.
And if it's going through the state keeps their Medicaid, and then we don't have to have this kind of happy discussion about what's going on, okay?
Right.
So,
So I do have a question, because of the cash he's already given me, and because I do have to write off the cash that was given, it's pretty much, I mean, because he's given me more, we were just informed that he is, in rearages of, I think it's like 700, and he's actually he's given me more,
so
so,
here's the deal.
I'm gonna, because of the cash I received when I come in tomorrow, write off the rearages, but with him having to pay the medical portion, are we able to just, like, I don't know how the formula works, like, are you able to just tell him how much
No,
he
you
owes
just
in
have
the
to-
Yes.
Medicaid, and then is he
Yes.
able to just pay that portion?
Yes, absolutely. He
Okay.
owes right now $142 to Medicaid, which.
With that, I can't write that
It's
off
just,
at all.
no, you don't have any right, I can't write it off, you can't write it
Yeah.
off, nobody can write it off, it's owed to Medicaid, so it's 142 that you owe. How do you wanna address that?
I'll just pay a little extra here and there, yeah, for sure.
Alright,
If I throw
Can
20
you
bucks
handle
on
it
it.
where, like, if after I write off the 700, which is owed, which has already been paid to me, can you just pay that 142?
listen, his monthly, let me look at it specifically, okay?
Mm.
The order you've got from back in October. The 191,
She
but
did
you
deviate.
did a little bit, you did deviation, oh, you deviated down from 240 to 191, it looks like, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, got it, okay. So, of that 191, 16 a month is ordinary medical. So, if you're gonna pay,
Because she deviated down to 175 and then
yeah,
plus medical.
plus the 16 is the 191. So, ma'am, if you come in and write that off, for what he owes you, he still owes the 142.
Right.
So, I know Miss Erickson was talking about paying 241, just so you can get this thing written off within a couple months, it's not sitting there.
Well, I'm gonna be paying every 2 weeks because that's when I get paid and that's
Okay.
just how I do it. I'll throw in an extra $20 bill every
So
payment.
do an extra $40 a month?
Yeah.
So $231 a month
Yeah.
until the arrears are paid off.
Gotcha.
Okay, so yeah, okay.
So, ma'am, you don't really have to worry about that. If you're gonna come in and write off what he pays you, unfortunately, you can't write off in advance for more than he owes you, so
Right,
it doesn't work
yeah.
that way.
You could wait until it builds up a month and then write off because I did give you a little extra. You could wait maybe and do
Yeah,
that one more
I
time.
think
But I don't want
more
you
than
to
the
get in
700 that you
trouble. I
owe.
hate that.
I don't
knew
want you to
that.
get in
I
trouble
wouldn't
for
have
that,
taken
so,
it, but-
so I'm gonna do an order for you to pay $231 a month until the arrears are satisfied. And you're gonna pay through the state of Michigan.
Okay.
Now,
Which
listen.
are 142 for the
You owe 142, so here's the deal,
Like
if you,
5
if you were to
payments.
come in and just pay off 142,
Yeah.
after she writes off what she owes, your account's at zero, I got nothing to do.
Right.
And then all you're doing is you're paying your 191 a month at Dollar General,
Yep.
however you're gonna do it to hit the 191, and then